Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are ready to open your eyes, open your mind, and open your spirit because today I'm going to shake something inside you that has been sleeping for far too long. Today, I want to talk about the silent killer of dreams, the hidden thief that takes your future without you noticing, the invisible enemy that destroys more potential than failure ever could. That enemy is laziness. And today, right here, right now, we are going to kill it. Laziness is not just lying on the bed or scrolling on your phone. It is deeper, darker, and more dangerous. It is that soft whisper that says, sleep a little more, relax, start tomorrow. It is that gentle voice that feels harmless, but every time you listen to it, it steals a piece of your future. Laziness is that invisible rope tied around your feet, slowing you down every time you try to move forward. It convinces you that comfort is your friend when comfort is actually the cage trapping your greatness inside. Laziness feels sweet in the moment, but it leaves a bitter taste of regret that lasts for years. It promises you rest, but gives you nothing except wasted potential. It tells you tomorrow will be better, but tomorrow never comes for those who do not act today. You see, laziness is not just a habit. It is a mindset that quietly kills your hunger, your discipline, your strength, and your fire. It makes you feel safe while slowly destroying everything you could have been. And the sad part, most people don't even realize it's happening. They think they are relaxing, but they are actually surrendering. They think they are taking a break, but they are actually giving up. They think they have time, when time is the one thing they actually don't control. Laziness is the most expensive thing in the world because it costs you your future. It costs you your dreams. It costs you your identity. And it costs you the life you were supposed to live. No enemy outside you can stop you until the enemy inside you is defeated. That is what SHI HENG YI teaches. Master yourself, or life will master you. Discipline your mind, or your mind will control you. Take command of your actions, or your actions will shape a life you never wanted. The problem is not that you cannot succeed. The problem is that laziness convinces you that you have time to delay your success, but your future self is waiting for you. Your best version is waiting. Your dream life is waiting for you. The question is, are you going to wake up and go after it? Or are you going to let laziness drag you back into the dark? People often say success is difficult. But let me tell you something shocking. Success is not the hard part. Laziness is the hard part. Waking up early is not difficult. Staying disciplined is not difficult. Working on your goals is not difficult. What's difficult is fighting the mental battle inside you every morning when laziness tries to win. What's hard is choosing action over comfort, progress over pleasure, movement over excuses. The battlefield is not the world. The battlefield is your mind. SHI HENG YI says that the strongest warrior is the one who conquers himself, not others. And that is where your real journey begins. Not outside, inside. Because once you defeat the lazy version of yourself, every other challenge becomes easier. When you master your mornings, you master your life. When you master your habits, you master your future. When you master your discipline, destiny obeys you. Laziness kills silently. It starts with one snooze button, one skipped task, one I will do it tomorrow, and suddenly tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month becomes next year. And one day you wake up and realize you've wasted time you can never get back. Meanwhile, people who choose action, even when they feel tired, even when they feel afraid, even when they feel unmotivated, they start winning. They rise while others sleep. They learn while others waste time. They build while others only dream. And that is why they succeed. Not because they are special, not because they are lucky, but because they refuse to let laziness take their future away. Let me tell you something deep. Laziness is a liar. It tells you that you will start when you feel motivated. But motivation is not coming to save you. Motivation is not a reliable friend. It comes and goes. It appears when life is easy and disappears when life is hard. Discipline is the only real friend you have. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline is the weapon that kills laziness. Discipline means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Waking up even when you are tired. Training even when you want to rest. Learning even when you want entertainment. moving forward even when your mind tells you to stop. Discipline is freedom disguised as effort. When you discipline yourself, life becomes lighter. When you discipline yourself, your dreams come closer. When you discipline yourself, your spirit becomes stronger. You want to know the truth? Lazy people are not weak. They are simply controlled by their emotions. Successful people are not superhuman. They are simply controlled by their purpose. One wakes up because it feels good. The other wakes up because it matters. And that difference changes everything. If you want to kill laziness, you must first understand why it exists. Laziness is not the absence of strength. It is the absence of clarity. When you don't know where you are going, it is easier to stay still. When your goals are blurry, you lose the fire to move. When your future is unclear, your present becomes meaningless. That is why you must give your life direction. You must know what you are chasing. You must decide who you want to become. Laziness dies the moment your purpose becomes stronger than your excuses. Let me tell you a story you already know, but maybe you never understood deeply. When Jack Ma started Alibaba, he had no money, no background, no support, and no technology skills. He was rejected by investors over and over again. 30 people said no. 30 doors closed. 30 moments where laziness could have whispered, maybe they are right, maybe you should give up. But he didn't. He kept moving. He kept fighting. He kept pushing forward even when the world laughed at him. And look where that refusal to be lazy took him. Now imagine if he listened to laziness. Imagine if he said, I'm tired, I'll try next week. Imagine if he procrastinated. Today, nobody would even know his name. Greatness does not come from talent. Greatness comes from doing things that lazy people refuse to do. You want to change your life? Then stop giving lazy versions of yourself the power to decide your future. Replace laziness with simple habits that make you unstoppable. Wake up early even if you don't want to. Lazy people sleep too much. Strong people rise before the sun. Start small even if your dream is big. You don't climb a mountain in one day, you climb it one step at a time. Build systems instead of waiting for motivation. Consistency creates success, not feeling good. Move your body. A still body creates a still mind, and a still mind falls back into laziness. Learn to sit with discomfort. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable, but discomfort is where strength is born. Let me tell you something powerful. Laziness is not killed in one day. It is killed every day. Every morning you wake up and say, I choose strength. Every moment you feel tired but still move forward. Every time you want to quit but continue anyway. Every time you choose purpose over pleasure. Killing laziness is not one battle. It is a lifestyle, a warrior lifestyle, a SHI HENG YI lifestyle, a daily path to strength lifestyle. Because this path you are on is not about doing more. It's about becoming more. It's about transforming your mind, your heart, your habits, your identity. You cannot become the strongest version of yourself with a lazy mind. You cannot reach your destiny with lazy discipline. You cannot change your life with lazy actions. So today, make a decision, a sacred decision, a powerful decision, a life-changing decision. Decide that laziness will no longer run your life. Decide that excuses will no longer speak louder than your dreams. Decide that your purpose deserves your effort. Decide that the future you want is worth the discipline you need. You are not born to live a small life. You are not born to be average. You are not born to be controlled by comfort. You were born to rise, to grow, to evolve, to push, to create, to inspire. Your spirit was made for movement. Your mind was made for mastery. Your soul was made for strength. So stop letting laziness write your story. Stand up, breathe deeply, feel your power. Remind yourself that everything you want is already waiting for you on the other side of effort. This is not the day you quit. This is not the day you delay. This is not the day you wait for motivation. This is the day you kill your laziness. This is the day you begin your discipline. This is the day you step on the daily path to strength. And from this moment forward, whenever laziness whispers, you will whisper back louder, not today, not anymore, I choose strength. Because your future is calling, your potential is calling, your greatness is calling, and the question is simple. Will you answer?